I just want to welcome you to Clandeboye Golf Club, just trying to give you an insight into this tournament that we're having at Clandeboye Golf Club, and that's in Bangor in Northern Ireland. It's a Europro tour which is hosted over the whole of England, Scotland, Wales, and now they've brought it for the first time to Northern Ireland. We're very pleased with that. Sky TV will be filming it over the 3 days and putting it out in the following week. After the tournament, all the highlights and the final. We're just on the 6th green on the Dufferin. Again, it's a long par 5. We just actually purchased this new iPro from BMC hole cutter. We were always using just a plain 2-system hole cutter. You just hammer down one side and you hammer down the other side, and then you broke the core, pulled it out. But this is all one system. So all the holes are the same depth. There's not a lot we can really say about a hole changer, only this one seems to be the best in the market. They're using them in the British Opens. So if it's good for the British Open, we think it's good enough for Clandeboye Golf Club and myself on the greens.
Hi, Jonny Caldwell here, Clandeboye for the Northern Ireland Masters. Just played some holes there this morning, and fabulous job that Terry and his crew's done here. Greens are fantastic condition. They've got the rough nice and up with a bit of rain there recently. Course has softened a little bit with the recent rain. Unfortunately, he's not got the fire in it, but it's certainly going to prove a good test for the guys this week. So I think everybody's going to enjoy it, and again, to Terry and all his staff, fabulous job he's done here.
Just want to give you a little insight into the preparation of the greens for a golf tournament. A little bit more goes into the greens, there's no doubt about that, but we have to ensure several things. The greens are not too compacted, they don't flood, they have to be at a reasonable speed. They're always looking between 10 and 11 on the stump. So these are things that we need to provide for the tournament. And the tournament, this tournament's ran over 3 days, most tournaments are ran over 4 days. But the regime we would have in preparation for this tournament, 3 weeks prior to this tournament, I went in hollow tying the greens, just to perforate the greens, just to allow the water to really go down into them. Then they were sprayed with a wetting agent, so that'll even help to move the water down through them. We then started to spray liquid feeds on the greens and also using growth regulators. These are all key elements to try to increase the speed in the greens, keep them dry, keep them firm and keep them fast. Our regime of cutting, cut twice a day the greens, early in the morning and then in the afternoon. We always try to cut in the afternoon if it gets more of a drier cut. In the morning there'd be the dew and we wouldn't get it, the cut wouldn't be as sharp. So that's why we come in the afternoon and try to get a dry cut on them, and that helps them for the following morning. You could see the greens. We have actually put a tonic feed on them as for what we call a presentation spray. That actually enhances the colour. We wouldn't normally have them that colour, but for the TV cameras, Sky TV's covering this, they want them a little bit darker in colour, so it picks up better for them. Personally myself, I'd rather the greens a little bit more discoloured than that, more of a yellow colour, so you can see the breaks in the greens, but with the TV cameras, they like to see this. You can see one of my young guys in raking the bunkers at the moment. From the edge of the bunker down to the base of the bunker, we're actually smoothing it down. We're not raking it up. So any balls that come in runs down the smooth bank into the middle of the bunker. That's something we just do for the tournament. We don't do that during the week or during the year. With smoothing the banks, smoothing the sand down, we find a lot more weeds come in the bunkers. Where if we are raking them regularly, rather than smoothing them only once a week, we're raking them regularly. The weed seeds get dried out and don't become as invasive in the bunkers. I just want to show you these dots, and this X is marked out. We had a guy here who done 4 days and he went around every hole with a GPS system, and he does a booklet for the professional golfers. This mark here is around about 50 to the green, the centre of the green. There's other ones right on down. They could be a circle, 100, another one 150 right through 200. Every bunker will be on it. The slope of the green will be on it, from left to right, back to front. So all the players will get a booklet. They have to purchase it. He was here 4 days and then he was back for 1 day marking these X's and circles on the fairways.
Hi, my name's Simon Edwards. I'm the chief referee for the Europro Tour this week at Clandeboye Golf Club. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to set, fair tournament pins for all 3 days of the tournament here at Clandeboye. So first thing we do is we refer to our greens books. We try and find the flattest spot on the greens, and then what we would then do is put a can down, find obviously where we're going to put it, then we'd hit putts to it, then we'll pace it from the front, pace it from the back edge, pace it from the side, so we end up with a number. That pin is 16 centre, so it's 16 from the front edge and it's even distance from both sides, so it then becomes a centre pin. And then what we found is it's the easiest way to do it, so they can play the golf course playable. It's going to be a challenge for some of the players. Realistically, we're trying to make it as fair as we can for all the competitors. So there's your green map. So that's a green map. So we're looking for the flattest spots on the green. And we've obviously got Pro-Am pins for Tuesday at Clandeboye, and then first day pins, it'll be a Wednesday pin. And then on for Thursday, Friday, we'll do them each day. So we'd hit putts from each side of the hole just to make sure that there's not too much break on the putt, it doesn't run away after the hole, so it's a fair pin position for everyone.